Hello, and I'm the Knot Man. I'm not going to talk about surfing today, but it's one of my hobbies. And down at Bournemouth Beach, they got a surf reef, and sometimes I go down there. And another one of my programs, I'll take you down there. When I was in Australia a few years ago, I did bogey boarding as well on the Great Barrier Reef. Yeah, that was great. The Whitsunday Islands, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'll talk about my dad, and I've got some of his things he's got here today. This, to start with, is an original 60s diving knife. My dad did his time for the military. He was actually working for the British, helping repair ships of the Vietnam War in the late 60s. And as you can see by this is a really good knife, yeah. My dad told me that one day when he was diving off the East Chinese Seas, he got attacked. I don't mean by a foreigner, by an underwater. He doesn't know whether it was a shark or a wild dolphin or a porpoise, but it came at my dad. So he had to defend himself with this knife. So that's one knife my dad had, and there's another knife which he also had because he had two of them all the time. Being a diver in the early days, he also had this knife as well with him, which he used to have down by his ankle. See, these knives are gripped with rubber. They're stainless steel, sharp as you like, yeah. Good for cutting string and that when you're underwater, and you used to tie it for the eyelet here so it's in wrist, so if you dropped it, it would stay connected to you. It's a nice little knife, this one. So both part of my family inheritance. So I must look after these things. I don't actually take them out because they've got a bit of history to them. I'm more into surfing and fishing myself, but as the Australians say, surf up. I'm more of a surfer, but it's a nice interesting story. My dad was out welding and doing repairs, but some of the stuff he can't talk to me about is still under the Official Secrets Act, which I myself have signed before, so I know how it is. But anyway, nice story.